Guys, a lot of things to unravel in this car. 2002 Z06 Corvette, aka Project Z06. I'm charging right now because it's been sitting, just making sure there's no issues as far as parasitic loss. So I'm charging it, plus I got the doors open. They stay on. I can't find an off switch. I think it's just like a timer off switch after 15 minutes. So instead of having the lights on and maybe pulling it, I'd rather just have the battery hooked up, charging, just to make sure. My brain's a little bit slow. Headliner? Yeah, headliner. You can see it's all tore up right here, so definitely it's gonna have to come out. It's leaking here anyways. There's a leak. I was doing all that bad. It was a leak dripping. This was soaked, and then also it's dripping down here. It was dripping down here, so I want to pull this pillar out anyways, and so I'm gonna pull this off. Hopefully I'll be okay getting it off. I also ordered some sealants and caulking and etc. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to find a leak in here, but that's a little bit later. I might just look for the source of the leak today. Kit. It's actually a last fit kit. Let me get the zipper. Very cool. It's actually cooler than I thought. It's got this little popper thing right here. But it got a bunch of little tools for the radio and little popper stuff. So it's the door popper tool thing. What am I gonna call it? So I get this guy. Let's see what it looks like. So what am I getting at? This. Nice. So pop it out. I should pop it out. Just in case. And this pop. So you get this. I think I need a wrench. So to get right here. This part right in the middle of the rear window where there's a headliner spot. You see it. It's right there. So you want to pop that out. Actually, I think that's where my other guys. Actually, that's fine. Now it's going to be harder. Get. There you go. This is zoom. Here we go. Yeah, so right there, yeah, that's it. Right there. And then we're gonna pop up with the B pillars a little bit. The B pillar, yeah. Yep, the B pillar drops. Nice. Looks like somebody's tried to seal it before. It's hard to see. We see the gray. I'm pretty sure it's been done before. Anyways, let's see. Can I just pop the B pillar out? Yeah. Put that in the way. It is in the way. So let me figure out how to get this visor out, and then so I'm gonna try to get the visor out, and then we'll go from there. So the way this works, you see, it's a triangular triangle. So it says it's a triangle. So you basically have to twist this guy to a certain position, and then be able to pull it out. And this one had someone marred this before, but I don't think it was necessary. Looks like you would pull it. You just have to pull it in the right position from this part to get that out. And right now the the wire's kind of pinched, so I can't really get that wire out to disconnect. When I drop a little more, I'll look for it. I think something's caught up in there. And the B pillar, it's only wedged by 2 clips right here and right here. So you pull it out. So I'll do it on the other side so you can see it. But that's the B pillar. There's a little it's definitely a beater for sure. All right. Yeah, so 7mm nut right here. Let's get that out. Doesn't take much. I think the challenge is trying to get the other part of the visor out. It's kind of like a twist and lock. But let me come to that. If I could get the one, and then I'll show you the other one, okay? Be right back here. I think it's already been popped. This pops loose. So you don't have to yank the whole thing out. If you want to get here, you gotta take out the back seat and the seat belt. But at least it gives that room. And like I said, right here, you actually can see, can you see it? Actually, it's flexing. That flex, it popped out. So, yep, you see that? I'm just flexing it, and it just popped out. Sort of. There we go. See? Because this is triangular, but somehow that came. I think when I drop the B pillar down, then I'll get this out better. This is hanging. Let's see. B pillar. Let's pull it. There we go. Flip. Straight out. And she's out. There it is. Alright, so let's get into this guy up here. Alright, so now I was able to pull this out. You could just do it with your fingers, or you could pry it if you want. This piece, and then I was able to get here. I think there's just not enough room. And then just gotta clip it off. Yep, so I was right. Basically drop this down, and then you get this down. And then you're just gonna pop this clip out. And then it drops. And then how do you get this side out? There we go. Voila. That's all. Alright, there she is. And if you didn't know, these are very expensive in the used marketplace. They don't have aftermarket. And I'm going to see if I can recover it. It's pretty bad. It's actually, one side's horrible. You can see here, there's actually nothing being held anymore. All the backing is gone. So you'd have to mess with some fiberglass and maybe shape it to reinforce it. See that? You could probably use fiberglass, this carpeting still. That's remnant, so you could have at least a shape to it or extension. And then just use that to soak it with resin. That's just my thing. And then see that can seal back up. That's harden it with a resin. Maybe Whoosh, what happened to my finger? But so some spots here. This side's not that bad. This one I could pull out the carpet and just resin that, and then push these down. And what we'll do, or I'll do, is maybe look at the shape of this to match the other side. So that, see how it has that shape, contour. So we're gonna have to estimate the contour, see here, because there's nothing here, it's gone. But once we build something before it hardens, might be able to shape it down. Like I said, just reuse this cloth as the edge. Well, at least we could try, right? And then go from here. The cloth itself is not that bad, but you gotta tear it back out. But yeah, see, it's not point. There's nothing there, so tore up. So we'd have to mess with it. I don't know how else you could do it. If you guys have ideas, let me know.